ਐਨਡੀਪੀ ਆਗੂ ਜਗਮੀਤ ਸਿੰਘ ਨੇ ਆਪਣੀ ਪਾਰਟੀ ਦੀ ਕਾਕਸ ਦੀ ਹਫ਼ਤਾਵਾਰੀ ਮੀਟਿੰਗ ਤੋਂ ਬਾਅਦ ਪਾਰਲੀਮੈਂਟ ਹਿੱਲ ਤੇ ਪੱਤਰਕਾਰਾਂ ਨਾਲ ਗੱਲਬਾਤ ਕੀਤੀ। ਉਹਨਾਂ ਓਮਿਕਰੋਨ ਕੋਵਿਡ-19 ਵੇਰੀਐਂਟ ਪ੍ਰਤੀ ਕੈਨੇਡਾ ਦੇ ਜਵਾਬ ਦੀ ਟਿੱਪਣੀ ਕੀਤੀ ਅਤੇ ਚੀਨ ਦੇ ਕਥਿਤ ਮਨੁੱਖੀ ਅਧਿਕਾਰਾਂ ਦੀ ਉਲੰਘਣਾ ਬਾਰੇ ਅੰਤਰਰਾਸ਼ਟਰੀ ਚਿੰਤਾਵਾਂ ਦੇ ਕਾਰਨ ਬੀਜ਼ਿੰਗ ਵਿੱਚ 2022 ਦੀਆਂ ਵਿੰਟਰ ਓਲੰਪਿਕ ਖੇਡਾਂ ਦੇ ਸੰਭਾਵਿਤ ਕੂਟਨੀਤਿਕ ਬਾਈਕਾਟ ਬਾਰੇ ਸਵਾਲਾਂ ਦਾ ਜਵਾਬ ਵੀ ਦਿੱਤਾ।
I want to start off with just some comments around Omicron. Canadians are getting really worried about this as they're seeing more and more information about the mutations, about questions around how vaccines will work or not work with Omicron and that variant. So there's a lot of worry out there. And what we need to do, there's two things that I'm, again, pushing for. We're seeing some positive signs on this, but we want to see a clear process around testing for people coming into Canada and a proper process around quarantining. Those are two serious concerns around how we can slow down the spread. But it really highlights that those might buy us some time. The spread is inevitable. And the only way we can fight it truly is to make sure we vaccinate the world. And the most important tool in doing that is to waive the patent protection. Justin Trudeau needs to stop protecting the profits of pharmaceuticals and start standing up for countries with less resources and say that they should have the ability to produce the vaccines locally. That is the most important tool in fighting this pandemic. It is a global pandemic, which means we need to fight it globally. And to do our part means supporting countries that want to produce this vaccine locally and be able to produce it domestically. To do that, we need to waive the patent protection. I think there's been some serious concerns raised around the security of folks, given some of the recent news out of not recent in terms of just this week, but for the past period of years, are concerns around human rights violations, concerns around suppression of freedom of speech, and those concerns definitely raise questions about the safety and security of our athletes. And I think some of those questions are legitimate questions. So I want to see our athletes safe and not in any risk, and that's my primary concern. My focus is on the safety and security of our athletes, and given concerns raised around people who are outspoken human rights critics and the track record of China when it comes to those human rights critics, I'm concerned about the safety and security, and those concerns have been raised. And I think that's where my focus is. I want to see that addressed.